Okay, if we have a panel of sheetrock is rectangular. Okay, so here's our panel of sheetrock. We always start with our picture, right? With a length of 4 and a width of 8. It's probably drawn backwards, but my artistic skills are minimal at best. But idea, one side's 8, one side's 4, and it's rectangular. And 2 1-foot diameter holes are cut out for heating ducts. Okay, so I've got in the middle here 2, and we're told that they have, I don't know why it wants to keep like hiding my thing, and they're saying diameter of 1. Okay, so this is the information I currently have. Now what I want to do is I want to turn this into what's the area of the remaining piece. So I'm going to find the area of the whole thing. So I've got the area of, no, there are some days when the computer. Okay, so here's my area of the whole thing. This is the area of my rectangle, right? And I'm going to subtract these 2 circular pieces. Okay, and I always write something out that gives me an idea of what I'm looking for. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the whole area. So the whole area is 4 times 8, right? Then minus, okay, in here, each of these, right? Well, what is the area of a circle? The area of a circle is pi r squared. So if diameter is 1, then the radius is half of that, so 1/2. So then this is pi times 1/2 squared. Okay, now remember, order of operations is important here, so it is important that I do this in the right order. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to do my easy part first, right? So this is 32. That's pretty easy. Then in here, I always start inside out because order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I start with parentheses and any exponents in here. So this is going to be 1/2 times 1/2, which is 1/4. So then what I have in here is 1/4 pi. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my multiplication, right? So this is 32. This is going to be minus 1/2 pi. Now I'm going to get my calculator out. So I'm going to do this a little bit backwards just because it's easier to put into my calculator that way. So 1/2 times pi. Okay. And it didn't do it like that. That's what I told you. It was going to be pi times 1/2. So this is my second half. I'm going to actually store this to make it easier. And then I'm going to do 32 minus, I'm going to recall it, equals. So then my answer here, what the area that's left is 30.43, depending what they ask me to think. And now this was in foot, so this is square feet. That's going to be my final answer there. So hopefully this helps you. I find that it's very important to write out in words kind of my formula. And obviously you could write this as an actual formula if you wanted. But a lot of times, okay, the area of my big, I'm taking away my small. I've got 2 of them. Then I'm turning it into my numbers. You could also, between that, of course, do a actual formula if you wanted. So if I was going to add in a formula right here, I would add in, maybe, I would add in right here, this is length times width minus 2, and this would be pi r squared. So that's the formula I used. But we can also go from here to here, whatever works best in your brain.